In the novel, one of the principal themes is the rough relationship between parents and kids, so we choose to talk about the effects of the parental instability on the coming of age of teenagers. In the major part of the story, Baby explains her situation, particularly with her father Jules. They have a rough relationship, and of course, in a family, this type of relationship causes damages on the teenager's behavior. In the book, Jules doesn't act like a normal father. He yelled at Baby for nothing, he is not stable, he doesn't have enough money to raise Baby properly, he swears all the time, he's rarely at home, he doesn't comfort his daughter when she needs it, and sometimes he hits Baby when he can't control his emotions. For example, at page 156, Baby is going back to her apartment at night, and she was wearing the socks that Alphonse gave her. When Jules saw the socks, he was really mad and punched her in the eye. He took her socks and ripped them into pieces. And after that, he started telling very bad things to Baby. This kind of behavior can have serious consequences on the coming of age of teenagers, especially on the psychological dimension. Even if Baby is very mature and strong for her age, the relationship between her and Jules affects a lot of her behavior. She has more chances to develop psychological trouble or health diseases. This relationship will change her for the rest of her life.
Now that you understand how Jules raised Baby, we realize that there were some consequences to the way he treated her. First of all, when Baby is with Jules, she always wants to act careless and vulgar. She told to her doll that she is a bitch just because she is with Jules. She, unfortunately, learned that kind of words by her father. She saw her father taking drugs, and even if she's young, she totally knew what were the effects of the heroin, and she knew how fun and cool it was when Jules was high. So we think that Baby decided to smoke weed and take heroin because she has been influenced by Jules. When she's feeling down, she says things like, I decided at that moment that I wanted to get high. And we also think that if Jules was paying more attention to his relationship with Baby, she would never be a prostitute. It is weird because everybody knew that Baby is in a relationship with Alphonse, the pimp of Montreal, but Jules didn't know, and it feels like he just don't care. At 13 years old, you're supposed to play games with your friends, as she did with Xavier. Unfortunately, she is involved in problems that older people have. There are so much stories that are similar to Baby's story. There is a story that happened 5 years ago. A father had a baby with a woman. They divorced, and the man decided to move with another woman that had 4 children with another man. When his son came at the father's house, the father and his girlfriend beats the little boy with a belt. They also wanted to humiliate him by dressing him like a girl. The little boy also said to his friend that his name was fucking bitch, so he decided to run away. But when he came back, they hit him so hard that he died of an hemorrhage. It is a story that is similar to the one of Jules and Baby, because Jules humiliated Baby many times and he didn't take care of her. Both kids decided to run away because they were so exhausted. I think that this kid would really need help, and this is why they created the DPJ. Baby should have a great and lovable family. Nobody deserves to live the kind of life that she lived. With this help and support, she would have a social worker that could help her through all the difficulties that she had. She would have a great model and somebody that would be there for her and take care of her. She would be in a relationship with other kids, and she wouldn't be involved in those situations at such a young age. She also could be in a lovable family who would treat her right and where she could be loved in a right way.
Theo and his mom have also interesting relationship. Through the story, we understand that Theo acts with Baby the same way his mother acts with him. Theo's mother is mean with her son. Once, when she was looking at him, she came on the street to yell at him. She insults him by saying, "What's wrong with you, you stupid fuck, I hate you." These words are pretty rough, and any parents shouldn't say those words to their own child. A little further in the story, we read that Theo's mother punches him and he didn't fight back. After that incident, we can note that he acts the same way with baby that his mother acts with him. For example, when people think he drew on the door something mean about James, he asked baby if she believed him when he said that it wasn't him. She answers that it doesn't matter and he was mad. He twisted her arms, but after that Theo felt terrible. He walked next to her and tried to make her laugh. In the book, we can see that baby is curious about the relationship that her friend has with his mother. When she walks down the street, she hated Theo's mother and motioned for baby to come over. When she joins her, she said, "I was feeling very low and self-destructive and wanted to see if she would try and hurt me the way she had hurt Theo." Baby realized that Theo's mother is mean with her son, but it is more difficult for her to understand how Jules is not good for her too. The relationship between Theo and his mother is at some points similar to the relationship between baby and her dad, because in both ways the action that the parents made is reflecting on his child. They have no other models, all they know is how the parent acts with them, and they do not realize how much the relationship is a bad influence for them and how it is unhealthy. That's why Theo acts with baby because it's all he knows. So at a certain point he knows that is bad, but not as much as people who had good parents knows it. That's why children with parents who have not the abilities to help them should be taken in charge, to help children to understand what's good and what's not, to give them structures in their life.
To conclude, we should not hesitate to call for some help. Programs like DPJ are there to protect, so if you have a doubt, don't wait until it gets worse. We should denounce all this kind of problems, even if it doesn't look that bad. Believe that if you denunciate, you could save a life. We hope that this video will help you if you are in that kind of situation. If you need more information or if you know something that should be denunciated, please call 1-800-463-1029.